coach going to make an opening statement?
Alexis Peterson. That's all I can say. Really. Just an amazing second half by her. She was amazing second half. We got a day, came out and really rebounded the ball. Thought she was really huge on the glass, having 8 offensive rebounds. And even though Britt's shot wasn't falling, she did a very good job of getting 10 rebounds for us. And one of the key stats for me is the hustle plays. We got 10 team rebounds. So we beat them to a lot of loose balls, and not exactly how you, don't really know how you win a game shooting 9% in the first half, but we did it. So I guess we got the blueprint for that now. I don't know. It was just an amazing win by our team, and our team really fought hard, and they were really aggressive and just really, really proud of the effort.
You've seen a lot of things here. Have you seen a first quarter shooting like that from your team? Anything come to mind that even resembles that?
No. It was I don't know. It's unexplainable, but for me, I wasn't calling timeout because I knew that this was a grow up moment for our team. You know, this was a time for us to grow up. I just wasn't going to bail them out. I know that we're a better team than that. I know that when our team competes really hard, that we're a good basketball team. So, you know, I heard everybody yelling in the stands, "Coach, get a timeout," but I'm not going to bail my team out like that. They got to compete and they got to play hard because that's what good teams do. They compete, they fight, they get back into games, and we did that.
Is there any explanation if hot shooting is contagious? Can cold shooting be contagious as well?
I don't know. I mean, I thought that we got good shots, obviously, and just thought that maybe, you know, that Buzz defense is hard defense to play against. You know, you probably see that, you know, once a year. We saw it twice last year with Washington, because Washington played, but we shot the ball really well both times against them. So I felt confident coming into the game that we had really good scheme, but we just didn't attack it properly as far as being aggressive. Thought we got in the right areas. We didn't shrink the floor on ball reversals against it. We kind of stayed still and didn't really do the things we needed to do to get easier shots. But I mean, what our team did do was they rebounded the ball like crazy. We had 26 offensive rebounds. So most of them that we missed, we went and got, and just got to give them a lot of credit just for being tough.
Coach, what did you tell them after that first quarter and the timeout? I mean, or in between quarters there. I mean, what do you say as a coach when the ball just isn't going through the hoop?
Well, just shoot the ball with confidence and compete, because it has nothing to do with your defense. I mean, I think the first quarter, they made 16 points. That's not a ton of points, but still, if you're not scoring, then they got to score. Then they got to score 0 too. I mean, it's just part of the deal. Your defense has to at least match your offensive output for you to tie the game, right? So we gotta do a better job when we're not scoring. Getting stops. We just gave up layups on the back end of our press. I don't know exactly what we were doing on the back end of our press. I gotta go back on the tape and look at that. It was just times where I thought we had really good pressure, and I looked up and there's a player standing underneath the basket by themselves shooting a layup. It was kind of puzzling, but the second half, we did a very good job of getting the floor balance, of getting the ball stopped. I thought the second half we did a good job of not leaving the paint on 2-on-1 situations and got some turnovers off of that. So we just did a good job on the back end.
Coach, you said this was a learning experience for your basketball team. What did you learn from your basketball team being able to come back tonight?
Yeah, they are. I think they are really, really tough kids and tough players. You know, because that's one of those games where you can lay down and kind of, pack it in and say, we're gonna try to get on Thursday. But they did an amazing job of just being tough. I didn't have a whole lot of scheme at halftime because we were getting the shots and we were just leaving the paint on defense. That's all we talked about. But as far as getting the shots we wanted and offensively, I thought we got the looks that we needed to give, just didn't knock them down.
Could you elaborate a little bit more on the defense? What did you call it?
Well, it's called a buzz defense. It's like an extended 2-1-2 defense, and they try to force you to make passes, looping passes over the top, and they kind of box you in, and it stops you from being aggressive. It looks like you don't have a pass, and the driving lanes look like it's there, but it's not. Everything is, they kind of playing in triangles. So it is a tough defense to crack, but for us it's kind of puzzling because we have the buzz defense in our system for that. We have the 3-2 zone, and so we can practice against that for that. I know you don't believe it, we do have man-to-man, so we can play against that. But it's something that can be really been disruptive on it with the team, and it runs it well, and they run it extremely well.
Petey
1 for 11 shooting in the first half. And obviously in the second half, she shot a little bit better. I mean, did you know that she was going to be able to go in the second half and kind of still stay confident, still keep shooting? Or did you have to tell her, like, yeah, not a great start, but, we need you to keep shooting the second half?
No, I had to tell her. And I did. And she responded. So I give her a lot of credit. She was really aggressive second half, and I just told her, when Britt got in the foul trouble, I said, you got to take the game over. I mean, you got to win the game. And she did that.
Was that at halftime you told her?
It was at halftime. It was after the third quarter, and she did it. But, I can't not give Breonna Day credit. I mean, she was amazing on the glass. I mean, she really, really rebounded the basketball for us. I mean, there was a spurt where she dominated every possession in the paint, but she blocked the shot. She took a charge, and she got 3 rebounds in a row. And, I mean, that was huge, and we needed those at that time in the game.
Because Alexis was pretty aggressive, so was she losing confidence, did you sense? Or why did you have to keep telling her? Because it seemed like she would keep doing it anyway.
No. The first half, she wasn't facing the basket and being aggressive, and a lot of it was me. She and I had a talk, and I told her, I want her to remain aggressive, but we need to get 4 or 5 plays in double figures to win games, and I might have confused her a little bit, so she might have to shoot the ball every time she touch it now, so we can so she can be more aggressive, but. Just to give her credit, man, she figured it out, and I can take no credit for that. Our kids played tough, and they figured out a way to win the game.
Coach, right now you sit at 10-5. Handful of those losses, double-digit losses. When you look at your basketball team right now, what do you see?
Just a team that needs to compete to win, and that's pretty much it. Our bench is young, and I think that a lot of people. Look at our team and see that we have these great players come back, because Alexis Peterson is a great player. Brittany Sykes is a great player. She's a phenomenal player. Breonna Day is definitely a star in her role. Isabella plays her role well, man. She does what she needs to do for us to be successful. And I think that people understand we graduated 5 seniors and 4 juniors that are playing right now. Our bench didn't play last year. They averaged 6.8 minutes a game and 2 points. So our bench didn't play, and I was talking to my high school coach. It was funny, and he said to me, he says, your bench is very inexperienced, and you gotta get them some reps, and you gotta get them in the games. And talk about last year, I said, well, I don't know if I would trade the Final Four in the championship game to get them in the game. I'm sure they wouldn't give their rings and their chairs back to say I played. So it's one of those things where you kind of caught up in a catch-22. They didn't play a lot last year, so it's no fault of their own. They're like freshmen. And so it's tough, but they're fighting hard. We've been practicing really hard, and they've been getting reps. And this is just gotta give them credit for being team players last year, and obviously getting us to the Final Four from buying into our system and doing what we need them to do, and give them credit this year for just being tough and trying to find a way to help our basketball team. And just really pleased with their effort and what they're trying to do. But we have a very young bench. Like I said, we have a bench that averaged 6 minutes a game last year and 2 points. But we went to the Final Four in the championship game, so I guess we got to take that one, right? So it is what it is.
Coach, you've been a part of the ACC now for a few years. It's a tough conference, obviously. Difference between going 0-2 and 1-1 in this league, what is that?
NIT. That's the difference. I'm serious. Because this conference is really unforgiving. It doesn't. You don't get wins back. You have to win your home games, and you win your home games, and you still won a 2 in a row, and you're in the tournament. But you can't go 0-2 in this conference. I mean, you go to NIT like that. You got to find a way to win games and to get to at least get to 500 in your conference and start counting from there. So that's our goal.
Last question for Coach.
All right, guys. Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Thank you.